What's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and so much new Black Ops 4 Zombies details have surfaced thanks to Jason Blundell and the rest of the Treyarch devs at a E3 panel. If you guys missed that, it was live streamed on my channel. You can catch the whole thing. It's extremely interesting. I have it linked down below in the description or as an interactive eye on your screen, but there is a lot of things to discuss within this video. So many new details, so many interesting things to talk about. This is really exciting. And I'd love to see what you guys think of this all down below in the comments section. I think we shouldn't waste any more time, really. There's a lot to jump into, so let's just get straight into it. And it's starting with some gigantic gameplay changes coming to the game. But on top of that, we also got the confirmation of the fourth map being 5, which is set in the Pentagon, but rather with the Presidents, it's actually going to take place with the Ultimus crews. This is the original version of our favorite characters, Nikolai, Richtofen, Dempsey, and Takeo. Now, it seems that what seems like, to me anyway, is Zombie Chronicles was not just a very nice way for them to remaster all the maps, but they're actually telling a sort of brand new story in a different reality, and that's going to be the same case here when it comes to this new 5 remaster. It's going to have the Ultimus crew, and it's again going to be a brand new story. Now, the only thing that I could immediately think of when I heard of this is the fact that for the 5th Call of Duty Zombies comic, the loading screen that we got at the end featured our Primus crew, but then we had Ultimus Richtofen there. And I think we finally might start to have some sort of explanation coming to that, as this is going to be a third storyline going on. We've got the Origins crew on Blood, of course, and then we have the Ultimus crew doing their thing in this map as well, and it's going to show how the Pentagon came to be. There's a lot of Easter eggs involved in this apparently, and I'm just extremely pumped that we're getting 4 maps on day 1. It's confirmed it is 5. It is the remaster that we thought it was going to be from the details a few days ago, but some huge gameplay changes. So whilst Jason hinted this somewhat to me during the Zombies reveal last month, it's now a lot more clear, and said that before you jump into a game of Zombies, they're going to make it even more customizable than it's ever been before. You can now pick your starting weapon and equipment, as well as a special weapon. So you don't no longer have to spawn in with a M1911, you could just spawn in with, whatever you want, the Mauser, probably the same sort of system as they have set up with the current Zombies in World War II. It's just crazy stuff. Like, this is unbelievable. But then they just dropped an absolute bombshell. So not only do we have our starting weapon, our special equipment, and also a special weapon which you can pick before each game. And when you play the game, you can upgrade that special weapon throughout it. We don't know if that's in regards to the player progression system, if you can upgrade this special weapon, or if it's just as you play it every single game, you can upgrade and it become better. But I think he hinted at this during the round table discussion for the map 9, as there was a bunch of really cool weaponry on the walls that looked like, ancient different melee weapons. And I think those are the special weapons that you can choose before you go into the game. And that's why we see the promotional poster artwork of all the characters wielding their own special weapons. Now, here's the big thing, my friends. Perks are gone. Sort of. There are no more PERK machines, and instead there is a new system called PERK VAPORS. And essentially, before you start the game, you get to choose what perks you want and assign them into the world so players can control the gameplay of the map. So essentially, you can pick a bunch of perks before you go into the game, and those are the only perks that are going to be on the map. There's no more static PERK machines on every single map, and you just pick which perks you want, but rather you can change which perks are going to be present on the map. He said there's 10 perks, and it's replacing the perk system entirely. PERK VAPORS, my friends. So we're going to be getting used to saying that. We're going to be part of the Vape Nation, as we will be using PERK VAPORS now within Zombies. No more PERK machines. And he said this is going to be something throughout all of the maps in Black Ops 4. So when it comes to Blood and the 5 remaster, they're not going to be with the normal static PERK machines scattered around the maps. We're going to choose those perks that we're going to see in the game, which is really cool. And 10 perks as well. If you guys have any ideas what all of those 10 perks could be, maybe even some new ones, put your ideas down below in the comments section. So now it makes a lot more sense from the start of the 9 trailer that our characters are inhaling this weird vapor. I don't think it's the PERK vapors, and that doesn't really fully go into explain what is going on there. But yeah, PERK machines are changing up, and we're not getting that anymore because we can pick what we want with PERK vapors. It even sounds like maybe PERK machines might not even be present, and like PERK vapors, we find these bowls around the map, we inhale them, and we have those perks within us. Now, while some of you may not like the idea of this because, you know, they're changing aspects and core aspects of zombies that we've known and loved for 10 years, I still think that change is part of, you know, the growth and expansion of zombies, and this just sounds really, really freaking cool. We've got 4 maps on day 1, we've got all this customization, and now we have a complete change up of the perk system. They also mentioned that we're going to be getting more zombie details at Comic-Con. Of course, I was maybe thinking they're going to show a new trailer perhaps for the new map Classified, even a teaser of some sort, but doesn't seem to be anything of that sort of thing going on. They also mentioned a lot of interesting details that they didn't want to jam the new story into the old one. They said they know where they wanted the old one to go, and they decided to start a new story for Black Ops 4 Zombies, but the Blood of the Dead that we're getting is pretty much a continuation of that storyline. They didn't say exactly where that story fits into the story we have before. A lot of us assume it could be, you know, set between the events of Zetsubo and Gorod Krovi, but they won't say exactly where in the timeline it is. They also mentioned again, as I'm pretty sure we're all aware, there is a ton of Easter eggs that have not been found yet within Zombies, and he just said a handful of Easter eggs haven't been found. He wouldn't say exactly how many, but he said there's like a lot that's still not been found. But they want Black Ops 4 to be the most deepest and customizable version of Zombies, where you have choices for an individual as well as how team play will work in Zombies to make it a lot more team oriented as well. I can barely get my words out. I'm just freaking pumped, boys. So all in all, a roundup. We have 5 Remastered confirmed, and he made it clear that it's not a sequel to 5. It might, in fact, be a prequel, or since, you know, the Ultimus crew are in a different reality to what we experienced in Black Ops 1, I think it's not even going to be a sequel or a prequel. It's going to be its own thing and a alternative to how 5 came to be. And when it comes to the Mob remake, he said that he used the words continuation of the premise story. So I definitely don't think it's over. This isn't just like a one-off map to explain a bit of story and that's it. They're probably going to continue on the old storyline for a little bit longer, as well as include, of course, all the new stuff with the new story. Let me know what you think of all of this information. If you're excited, like I'm sure you are, let me know in the comment section. Definitely, absolutely destroy that thumbs up button if you guys haven't already, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more amazing content, because there's so much happening. I've got some exclusive Black Ops 4 gameplay coming to the channel very soon as well, captured from E3, and there's just lots of stuff going on. So thank you so much for watching. You've been amazing. I'll catch you next time.